Hi, my name is Minji Kim.
Hi, my name is Christian Ramos.
Hi, my name is Evan Shower.
Hi, my name is Jackie.
Hi, my name is Will Belford.
Hello, my name is Xavier Chu.
Hi, my name is Jehan Bandari.
I am 18 and I am Filipino.
I am a 19-year-old college freshman and I am white.
I am 19 years old and I am half Korean, half German.
I am 19 years old and I am a Persian Indian mix.
I am 17 years old and I am half Chinese and half white, and I'm a senior at James Logan High School.
I am 17 and racially I am actually triracial, but to be more specific, I am Black, White, and Asian.
I'm a first-generation Korean American student attending UCSC.
What keeps me motivated is myself.
What keeps me motivated definitely has a lot to do with my work ethic, but also it has to do with the fact that I want to live a comfortable life. It's been ingrained in me for years by my parents that I want to provide the best for my own children in the future. So that's what really keeps me motivated, is the future.
My motivation really stems from wanting to put myself in a better position down the road. So if I know that an action will benefit me in the future, even if I don't want to do something in the moment, I can keep myself motivated by knowing I'll be more comfortable and more prepared in the future.
What keeps me motivated is my future. And knowing that there's so much more possibilities and opportunities that will arise, it keeps me excited knowing that there's so much more that I can and will do, and that there's so much of my dreams and goals that I will complete, and I will get to that point where I can look back and be proud. And so just knowing that there's something in the future for me, it keeps me going, keeps me pushing every day to get to where I want to be.
I would say probably right now what keeps me motivated the most is knowing that later in life I want to really find success, both economically and in kind of finding what makes me happy, and kind of doing it for a really long time.
What keeps me motivated in general are things like just a general desire to achieve my goals in life. Just so, for example, career goals or family goals, and then even more short-term stuff like mental, physical health, achieving those, but then keeping them consistent for as long as I can. Those all serve as different types of things that motivate me in achieving my goals in general.
So something that keeps me motivated is living a somewhat successful life in the future. That doesn't necessarily mean being rich or anything. It's just living a life where I have a house, a car, a job, and I don't have to live paycheck to paycheck. And this is mainly fueled by my grandparents, by them wanting me to just be living a successful and comfortable life in the future.
What stopped me before from reaching my goals definitely has a lot to do with who I was as a person in high school. As a student, I was very motivated to do and get whatever I wanted, but a lot of that changed when I became sad over everything. I could not get myself out of the slump, out of thinking constantly about what other people had to think about me, and it really put me in a headlock that I couldn't get out of until I joined college and until I got friends that support me.
What has stopped me from reaching my goals? The only thing I can blame for ever preventing me from doing anything is myself. And I say myself because I am the only person who is in total control of my actions, and no matter what happens, my actions have consequences, whether they're good or bad. Where I am right now, it's because of my actions and what I do and how I react. Even if I can't control something, it's how I react that I can control, and that matters. So myself, that's the only thing I could think of to blame. No one else, nothing else. It's just me.
What has stopped me from reaching my goals before is usually obstacles that I have no control over, and if I do have control over these little obstacles, I usually try my best to get over the obstacle if I can.
The biggest thing that stops me from reaching my goals is self-doubt, so not being able to take the action just because I'm doubting myself, or not being able to do things that I want to do because I don't think I can, even if I can.
I think in the past I realized that like I have a really hard time focusing and kind of staying in control of my life when it's something that I'm really not enjoying. And obviously everyone has to do things that they don't enjoy. So for me it was just really hard because like I can't focus or like pay attention to what I'm doing if I'm not enjoying it. So then a lot of times with different school things and other things in my life, it's just really hard to get things done when it's not like what I enjoy.
I would say what has stopped me from doing so would definitely be procrastination. You know, like in these times that we're in, especially, it's been a lot easier to fall into a more lazy mindset. You know, because everything's online and there's a lot less, I guess, like tangibly at stake. When in reality, it's more of the same. But it's still, you know, it's just a different headspace shift, I would say. And besides that, you know, more like definitely like a lot of small things can set you back in different amounts at different times. Like getting a bad grade on a test can, like, you know, kind of just screw with your mental health a little bit, and that kind of, you know, ruins your motivation. If you get a bad grade overall in a class, that can do a little bit more of a number on your mental health overall, and then thus your motivation. So I think just those things as well.
Something that stopped me from reaching my goals is my mental health. So especially recently, it's just been very hard to even get out of bed and like go to work and do my homework. So I think that's a main factor in me not being able to reach my goals.
I think my biggest fear is probably like overall arching is like death, I think, or just like dying without having accomplished anything. And I think especially it's really morbid, especially now with quarantine and everything, just like thinking about like all these people who didn't really deserve what they got and didn't really get to finish kind of their lives or like what they started.
My biggest fear is being alone or the dark.
My biggest fear is letting the people who I care about most, letting them down, and if anybody does look up to me, definitely letting them down as well. Just, I don't enjoy people being disappointed in me.
I would say my biggest fear, kind of relating to before, would be just, you know, general failure. And that can apply to a plethora of different things. It could be failure in career goals, like you know, goals in general. Could also just be like failure in relationships, friendships, all that stuff. Like that sort of stuff really is what kind of is the worst thing I think for me.
My biggest fear is disappointing people. Being good enough for others, which I know now that I have to believe in myself and trust that I am good enough, because I am. But my long living fear has been not being good enough.
Biggest fear is living a life that's like kind of boring, like just having a job that I kind of hate, even though I have to just make money, and just not doing anything very fun in my life. I don't want to die without living a life that I really enjoyed. So I don't think there's like any point in that really. And then
what is my biggest fear? My biggest fear is losing the ones I love and not knowing what to do or how to fix a problem. I guess not having a sense of control over a situation that really puts me out of my comfort zone.
I would say I'm doing okay, but that could also be me trying to see the good in everything. I just know that right now I have an amazing support system, an amazing group of friends that I could really rely on. I just think that with COVID, things have changed a lot, and it's been a little bit hard to see progression, but I think that I'm doing okay, and I feel that I'm doing okay. much better than before.
I think overall, even though it's been really hard, I think I'm doing okay, you know? I think it's always just important to have small goals in what you want to do, and then also kind of pace yourself, because like I feel there's some people who rush themselves, but I think just pacing yourself, especially when there's so many like emotional hardships, is important.
And I'd say I'm doing okay overall.
And yeah, I'm doing okay.
Am I okay? I'm doing okay. Even with everything going on with COVID and being home all the time, it's hard, but I'm doing pretty well. Thank you.
Am I doing okay? I would say I'm doing pretty well. You know, and there's been times where it feels like the situation we're in right now kind of sucks really, really bad. And I mean, of course, it really does. But I've just been trying to make the most of it, you know, trying to, I guess, work on a lot of things that I don't necessarily think I would have had the energy for before, you know, like now I'm trying to diet and I'm trying to exercise a lot more, and it's like helping me keep sane, I guess you could say. Definitely interacting with my friends, like doing video calls and all that stuff, that stuff really helps. So I would say, yeah, I'm doing okay overall. And yeah, that's me. Thank you.
Am I doing okay? I like to think that I'm doing fine, I guess. I just don't really want to think about my own like struggles and stuff. Like I think that relatively to other people, I think I'm kind of hanging in there. I'm doing okay, I guess.
Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It means the world to me to be able to talk to my friends and talk to the people that I truly trust and love, and to be able to hear this from their point of view.